Alrighty guys, welcome back to another live stream here. I hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. Now we're going to be breaking down honestly some of the top stocks here for this following week here. What a crazy week, honestly. This past week we've had a lot of crazy and a lot of stocks absolutely going crazy. Looking at Tesla here. Tesla did form some new highs at $884 per share, which is literally crazy. And another thing here is this stock, it almost feels like it's forming new highs almost every single day. And it's one of those things where you want to get in, but you don't know if it's a good opportunity or what. Well, looking at it here, I do think, the RSI is very, very overvalued. Everything is stating that the stock is overvalued right now. So I do think that probably the stock will have some temporary sell-off here, and then most likely we will have some support step in, probably near 800 to about 750 is where I think we will have some here. I hope the audio sounds okay here. For some reason, it looks like it's a little off. But yeah, so I do think Tesla definitely has some short-term sell-off potential. But the best strategy for this one, 100%, is, I want to sell my, let's go ahead and look. LMT here. So you want to sell your LMT because it's been tanking. What do you see it at the end of the month since they have earnings coming up here? So your Lockheed Martin here. It does look like it is on some price level support here. So you guys can see that it came in contact, hit it, buying pressure. So it does look like it is falling below that support here. So I do think that this could be a good, just to cut your losses, because the next fall would probably find some support stepping in probably around 300, to be honest. But the thing about this one is this is a good, solid company, honestly, for the long term here. It all depends on your risk tolerance and how long you want to hold it. This stock, you get paid a dividend. You get paid $2.60 a quarter here. Does look like it's having trouble breaking above these moving average lines. So me personally, I think that this one probably would be a good one to hold for like a year or so, but it's all about, your goals. Your goals are different than mine. But honestly, what I would do is I would see if it falls below 330, and that's where I'd set my stops, probably right around $330. That's just my opinion, because I do think we'll probably get some support stepping in here pretty soon, and at least you could probably get a bounce back up into the 340s where you could hop out probably with a smaller loss here. But the earnings coming, I would look up their fundamentals. I don't know much about them, but look up like their cash on hand here. Let me see if I can pull up Yahoo Finance or something. Whoops, not Yahoo Mail. Yahoo. But honestly, this is one of these companies that they're not going anywhere. So it's all about, like I was saying, it's all about understanding kind of what your goals are with this stock here. Because I think that we'll probably have some support step in here pretty soon. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at it. So this is LMT's revenue here. So, okay, so it looks like their sales growth is at around 6.6%. Let's go ahead and look at the growth estimates here. So it does look like, this next quarter could have a little increase of about 3%, and the next year about 6%. This is just all, looking at some of the fundamentals here, like I was saying. But revenue estimate, yeah, so I would just hold it. But what do you think of TTCF? TTCF here. All right, so this stock tattoo. Oh, I've heard of this one. I've stayed away from it, but this is one of these stocks here that we've had a lot of volatility with. You guys can see it's gone up and down and up and down, but honestly, it does look like it does like to use. If you guys see this little purple line here, this is a 90 moving average line. So you guys can see it's hit it twice here and acted as support, fell below it, almost acted as resistance to it, broke above it, and now has just been consolidating near these resistances. So resistance here at 26, resistance here at 28, support almost on this 9 moving average line, which is strange, but I would look for a good entry around 19, but a good price target for the future. I mean, it's hard to judge because I don't know much about the fundamentals, but let's look it up. I mean, I have Yahoo Finance already up. Because I know the stock has had an amazing year. Lows here at $9.76, highs here at 28. Okay. So Yahoo Finance is stating that it could have some short-term sell-off. This is what I think probably too. Okay? Because right now it's just been consolidating here, kind of a little overvalued at 59, not much. Normally anything over 50 you get a little more volatility with, where it could sell off. But this stock could probably fall down to probably around 20, and I do think that would probably be a good solid buy, or just dollar cost average this one, because you could use these volatility to your advantage. So if that's just, say you buy it up here, then you buy it down here, then you get that good average price, and once these stocks go back up to the highs, you could sell it and then rebuy it as it falls down, or just dollar cost average it. Really, that's what I think probably would be a better strategy rather than trying to time these. But if you're gonna do that one lump sum, I would look for an entry around 19 or 20, because this old resistance here will probably start acting as some new support here. So I do think, 6 to 10 weeks would be a good holding for this one here. But I do think probably we'll get a little sell-off here. But honestly, this week I do think we'll probably have a couple stocks here, have some good bounces here. You guys can see Adobe. Adobe does like to use this 90 moving average line. So it's hit it, we got buying pressure, hit it, buying pressure. So now we've got, that little price action. It hit it, and now we're starting to get buying pressure. So around 485 to 500, set your stops below it. At like 475, risk $10 to possibly make a $15-$20 return. Would be a good risk and reward here. But these are the ones that I will that I'm keeping on watch for this week here. I will send them in the group chat, or I will send them in an email if you guys are signed up in the course here. But so another one here is MSCI. This one I do think that we've had beautiful runs with. I do think it's getting a little overbought. I think we'll probably have some sell-off back down to about, the 438 mark, 430. And I do think that would be a good little trade in there too. The next one here we have Fizz. I do think this would be another good entry. You guys can see it's used almost this 90 moving average line as support multiple times. So it's hit it, buying pressure, hit it, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. And if you don't even want to do that, you could just draw out these lows. And you guys can see that it's really near in, riding up in value here. NIO is crazy. What's a good price target to get in? What's your price target? So NIO is probably one of these stocks, guys, that I don't know, since I've been investing, of any stock that, other than like Tesla and a lot of these other ones that have had these crazy moves. This stock, you could have bought you could have bought it here for $2.11. Now it hit highs at 60. I bought in at around $3, then bought more at 11, and then more at 19. But this one, the price target for me in 2021 is probably going to be around $70 to $75. I think that's a very real expectations. But the thing about that price target is this stock could easily hit, $30, $45 again before it hits that price target because of the volatility with it. So just understand that this one definitely is a more volatile stock. And what's the strategy that I always recommend? Dollar cost averaging, because you're investing in it and you're still getting the growth of this going up, but you're having that defense for you. You have that mindset that if this stock falls or sells off, all you're going to do is just average your price down. And so when it recovers, you make so much money here. I think there's a dollar cost averaging calculator where you can put in the ticker, and I'll just see if we can find one here. Okay, let me see if they have it. Just go 0. Just go start of this year. Okay. Calculate returns. Okay, so one of the main reasons why I like it here. So you guys can see we have NIO. We didn't put any money up front on it. And if you just invest $100, I think this is a month, $100 a month into this. So you'll have around 13 shares. Your total amount invested is $1,300. So your shares bought is 181, and now look at your total value here. Because yes, you did get in early, but the beauty of it is as these little peaks fall, you're averaging your price down. And I do think with all this volatility, investors have to look at sell-offs as an opportunity and not something to be worried about. And that's something that takes years to actually do, but you just have to trust me with this. Is when these sell off, don't look at it as a where you have to panic sell. Look at it as an opportunity to invest and buy more and get that average price down. But these are some of the other ones that I'm looking at. I do think we'll probably have some sell off with this one here. SPG, I believe this is a REIT here. It's just been really consolidating. Did break above this 200 moving average line. Hasn't been doing much. It's been trying to get bought up, having a hard time consolidating here. I do think we'll probably get a little sell-off here from around 86 back down to 82. It's just my opinion here, but another one here is this one. Stock that did sell off from its highs on a trend line support. I do think we should take a little stab at that one too here. What do you think of Snow? It seems like people aren't talking about this stock anymore. So I don't know if you guys know, but I did buy this one at the IPO a while back here. And now it's had really just not much going on. We've had that very strong growth. You guys can see we have that nice upward trend in the stock price. Yeah, it does have some volatility spikes here with it, but that happens, especially with recent IPOs, because any news or any fundamental catalyst that a recent IPO gets a lot of traction, gets bought up very fast. So I do think that you see this old resistance here, boom, sell off. You guys can see it tapped it almost as support, came back, consolidated on it. So I do think that we'll probably have some support stepping in at around 300. But I'm dollar cost averaging this one too, because I do think that this is a good one for the long term. Not to mention, we've had that consecutive upward trend in the stock price. I do think we'll have a nice solid growth here with the nice solid earnings here coming up. This company's growing at a very, very fast rate. And, you got to risk a little bit to make money, and have a base of some ETFs, blue chip stocks, and then invest into some of these growth stocks. That's what I do. But Snowflake is a very good one. Another data computing company. Great stock here. That's what I recommend for this one here. But guys, yeah, it's been a crazy past week here. For those of you that don't know, I have been sick. I did test positive for COVID, so I have little to no taste. That's why I haven't been going live as much, but feeling a little better today. That's why we wanted to hop on here. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, guys, go ahead and ask them right now. But we will see you if you guys are good to go. These are the top picks. I will send a updated list here to the group chat right in here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. So remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Okay, everyone.